Hello everyone. So today I'm going to go through the price and my speculation on the movement of the price of blockchain miners club. Now, right now the price is around 0.689 ETH. Yesterday it was only around 0.5 ETH. So, I thought 0.5 ETH was going to be some sort of resistance, but it wasn't. It just got bought out immediately. Right now we've got resistance at 1 ETH. We've got around 75 people wanting to sell at 1 ETH. And between 0.7 ETH to 1 ETH, we have less sellers than at 1 ETH. Now, what I think about the sell wall at 1 ETH is I think that it's not really much. Reason being is just because not many people are selling and the daily volume is around like 200. Yesterday was 205, the day before was 120. We've been hovering around above 100, so 75 is actually not much. Of course, people are going to start selling at 1 ETH. They might get more selling at 1 ETH. But I think eventually it's going to break. Just because between, until now to the 18th of January, we've got the burning catalyst, where we can burn to blockchain miners for the ultra miner. I don't see a lot of people selling. I see that a lot of these sales are actually from a while ago. If you look at like Zenica, who purchased 4 of these blockchain miners, which I didn't even know Zenica bought these until I actually looked at this properly. But if you don't know Zenica, he's a high-profile NFT collector. He's got a decent influence over the NFT community on Twitter. And if I look for his, where is it? His blockchain miner that he's selling, which is this one here. He sold 3 of these, by the way. He sold 3 of these NFTs, but he minted them and then he listed them for sale. And so, like a lot of people, they just mint them and then they just list them for sale and they forget about the project. So I wouldn't worry too much about those people because they might actually buy in. They, like, for example, someone like Zenica, he's holding like 4,000 NFTs. He's not going to be able to keep track of all his projects. This one has been growing so fast that it's hard to keep track of if you've got too many things to look at. And if you were able to keep track on it, then you may change your mind in terms of selling it at 10x of the mint price. I minted them like much earlier. I'm not selling. I would have sold if I didn't see much, if I didn't see what was going on and if I didn't really understand. If I saw that the founder wasn't able to take this project somewhere, then I would have sold it. Yeah. But now we're getting people who are buying the NFT at these prices, and guess who's buying these? A lot of the people buying them are actually holders of the NFTs at the minting price, or they purchased it at around 0.2 ETH, so much earlier, a little bit earlier, which is a really good thing. Not many people buying it to flip. Not many people. I do see a few people buying it at 0.7 ETH and listing it immediately at 1 ETH. But a lot of the people who are buying these already own a blockchain miner, which is a really good thing. Now, I find it kind of weird that there's still 3.4k owners amongst this. So perhaps. So what I think is this: quite a few people just have one miner and they're trying to buy another one now. And later on, the floor price will keep increasing. They have no choice to buy at 1 ETH. That's what I see. Let's just go on a random person. Like, let's look at this person who bought it. Wow, some lucky ass bought it at 0.32 at a bid. But let's look at Bills and Blues. I remember looking at this guy. Quick example. He minted these 3 at the price of 0.07. And then he bought these 3 at 0.7, which is strong confidence. Let's have a look at this person. Yeah, so they've got 4. And I bet this person minted at least 1. They bought this bit early, I think. Yeah, they did a big buy at 0.35, and then they just bought again at 0.6. So they didn't mint any, but they bought in early. They saw the project, and then they wanted to burn some more, burn to get an ultra miner. They want more ultra miners. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to go through everything. Generally, if I am heavily invested in a project, then I will look at every single buyer and every single seller and get an idea of where's going to be resistance, where's going to be support. I think that we're probably going to get bought up all around here until the 18th of January. And then people are going to start burning. We might get some sell-off, but as long as we break 1 ETH and we go sideways a bit from 1 ETH to 2 ETH, if we go to 2 ETH, that's the best case scenario, because once we get to that burning stage, we might get some sort of like, some sort of sell-off, because there's going to be a decrease in demand. Unless if we find that we get some sick ass NFTs when we burn these two, and they look so cool that, people are like, oh shit, I want to buy some more now. So that could happen too, actually. Okay, so once we get to the stage after the 28th of January, when hash token is released to the buyers, we're probably going to get some sort of stagnation. And we're probably going to get more selling activity. So if we go to 2 ETH, then we can maintain the floor price of 1 ETH as major support, and just keep going sideways from there, which is the best case scenario. Once hash token provides more utility and there's more catalysts for pumpage around the 1 ETH to 2 ETH price, we can possibly go to some awesome level, like 3, 4, 5 ETH. It's possible. I'm not counting on it, but that's a best case scenario. One of the other things that could happen is that we go to 1 ETH. We actually do end up cleaning it up. We get a little bit above 1 ETH, and then the news hits, burning activity, and then we get stagnation, and then we go back below 1 ETH. And that's what happens with some of these projects, is that they get stagnant above 1 ETH and they just shoot back down. I don't really see it with this project. This project is solid, and they provide a fundamental utility at the very least. It's not just driven by hype. And also the other thing is that we haven't got a lot of new buyers in this project, which is a really good thing. People buying into this project are current holders. Well, that's what I've been seeing. Do your own research, have a look at it properly. It's a good project, and I do see it beating 1 ETH, hovering from 1 ETH to 2 ETH, hopefully, and then potentially pumping from each slowly from each catalyst. Otherwise, worst case scenario, we just go below 1 ETH and we just stay around here at 0.5 ETH, but unlikely I believe.